It's past 7 o'clock.
You gotta get their attention there.
Hey, it's 2 minutes past.
I don't know. That's the meetings where they got enough.
I thought he was looking for a pen.
We don't have.
See, they're ignoring like this, they know they got nothing to say. She comes over and asks me.
Hi, guys.
Yeah. It's like it's 3 minutes past.
Thanks. Yeah, we're waiting on two more board members. One more board member.
Okay.
They're on their way.
All right.
Gee, but they could be uncomfortable like the rest of us. Just thought I'd get it out there. She even had the courtesy to tell you that because she needed something over here, so she got to throw herself out there to get it. Dude, that's the fun part.
Well, we need one more person to make the call.
Who's coming?
Terry's coming, and Nick. Terry's got a house to call me.
How long do you normally wait before you cancel a meeting? I'm curious. I'm serious.
There's two different ones to sign. Yeah.
Just raise your left hand. I'm right-handed. Well, she's got all her equipment that she's.
I went down to,
I'm not right on her hand.
Oh yeah.
yesterday down in Bureau.
Oh.
I got down there at like 10 o'clock. I was the only person in the whole place.
Well,
I believe it.
I know times I've been over.
So I went into the polo store and I bought some stuff, and then I went over to Tom Hilfiger store and I bought some stuff, and then I looked at the clock and it was only 11:30. I was still the only one in these two stores, which I thought was super nice because nobody bugged me, nobody talked to me, I didn't provide anybody for anything.
Yeah.
And there was a phenomenal sale going on. I got everything at, I didn't realize it until I got to the register, but I got everything at 60% off.
Wow.
I just the way I spent $1,000 and I put in 400. That was pretty good. So we're waiting on a board member. I guess they forgot. Oh, you're looking for it? Meeting times. No,
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I don't think you know the power.
Special meeting for the member. Written notice.
It's not like the one that's in here, is it? Because this is what they did.
That's, yeah, that was a, I saw
there you
that.
go. No, this is before you be secretary. So if you're waiting for a time, at least 15 minutes before this.
So then the river landing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I see this? And the other one?
We did,
No,
yeah.
it's
Yeah,
got the
then I
right,
think
it's
they
got
can
CD one.
search.
That was just,
Was it the same as?
There's one that was folded, it says somebody else.
no, yeah, I know. That's, you've got the right one. It says Cedar one.
Or is it the same as?
It's the same, yes. Everybody has to, it's the same for everybody. All HOAs have to sign that. It's a new law that came in.
You finished reading this before I started?
Yeah, sorry.
I'm not reading anything, just said in river on it.
Yeah, no.
Hey, you're not the only one.
Cedar. Can I see that? This one? Yeah. Just so they've got 30 pages.
Well, I guess just like with all the rest of the stuff here in the section.
All right, now we've got a quorum, so let's go ahead and call these things.
Oh, very nice.
Let's go ahead and call the meeting to order. We're a little bit late getting started, but we'll have to get it done. I know Scott needs to be signing. Sharon's gonna be good enough to do the financials.
So,
So,
yeah.
roll call. Nick's here, Mike's here, I'm here, Kathy's here, and Terry's here, so we have a quorum.
Who is somebody?
That's okay. And Scott. He's right in front of me. so
Yeah,
he
could you
knows.
make it, say the name?
So Sharon, you wanna go ahead and do the treasurer's report?
The minutes, you want me to do the minutes first? We have
Sure.
two sets of minutes. The one for May, the meeting was called to order at 7 by Mike. The meeting was posted in accordance with the Florida statutes and the governing documents. Present were Mike, Kathy, Lisa, Scott, Mike, and Terry. Nick, Pam, and Andrea were absent. Sharon was there from TCD. Lisa made a motion to accept the April minutes. Terry seconded. The motion carried. Old business entrance lights. The entrance lights were fixed. Croton cleanup along Croton is complete. Thank you, Scott.
No, it's not
Scott
complete
got,
yet.
you're also gonna, you were gonna get proposals to remove one tree. This is May's. To remove a tree with these, 3 palms and a palm
That's
tree,
already-
also to trim the palms along the 4,500. New business sign, front sign. Terry made a motion to approve the larger of the front entrance sign. Mike seconded, motion carried. ARC, Lisa made a motion to remove Ed from the ARC and replace with Cora. Terry seconded the motion carried. Meeting adjourned at 7:24. June 26th. The meeting was called to order at 7 o'clock by Mike. Roll call, Mike, Tammy, Terry, Scott, Nick, and Andrea. Andrea, Kathy, and Mike Funkhauser. Looks like all of you. Approval of minutes. That was my fault. There was no approval because I was told the meeting was canceled, but it was another homeowners association, I guess. There was no treasurer's report. New business, Mike talked about the past due balances from homeowners. Brought up the idea that bringing in a collection agency to help collect the past due balances would be better than going through our lawyer. Kathy Boyd and Mike Funkhauser mentioned how much it would cost the board to do such an action. No vote was taken on this issue at this time. Mike advised that the sign in front of the neighborhood has been ordered and paid for. Scott talked to Rob about doing tree work and using him for the work for Scott's business, so his insurance will cover Rob completing the tree work that needs to be done. No vote was taken at this time. Scott also mentioned that the tree work is being delayed due to the beehive being present in one of the trees. Scott is trying to find a local beekeeper. Dick Derby, who is a member of the association, stated that Scott and he had Googled some local beekeepers in the area. Dick and Scott will work that issue out. Scott brought up that Bruce Fowler, who is a member of the association, has been complaining about a dead tree behind his home. No vote was taken on how to take care of the tree that Bruce is complaining about. Mike advised that a high spot in the swale is located between Driftwood Drive and Dogwood Court. Mike stated that he found a guy who works for a local handyman and that he can remove the high spot in the swale, which would cost $100. No vote was taken on this issue. Nick brought up the idea of placing mesh covering around the pool fence to provide pool goers some shade. However, Scott mentioned when we replaced the wooden fence around the pool equipment, the contractor recommended not to place any mesh on the pool fence due to its wind resistance being reduced. Nick brought up the idea of buying new umbrellas for the pool due to only one being present. Scott made a motion to buy 2 umbrellas. Terry seconded the motion, it passed. Nick brought up the suggestion that one of the swings in the playground area was broken and needed to be replaced. Scott made a motion to do this, and Tammy seconded, the motion passed. Scott will look into getting new mulch for the playground. He will talk to the lawn guy who knows about how to get the right kind of mulch and the best deal. Adjournment at 7:46. So I just need a motion to approve May and June's minutes.
I'll
I'll second.
favor? Opposed? Treasurer's report. So, as of May, this is May and June I'm gonna be reading. As of May 31st, the BB&T operating account had $34,431.55. The reserve account had $36,524.71. As of June 30th, the operating account had $32,438.08. The reserve account had $37,359.18. Just need a motion to approve May and June. Yes, sir. All in favor? Opposed? Okay.
You wanna go over the new ARC and all that stuff for us?
The approval process, we've changed our process at our office to try and streamline everything. So in the packet that the board members have, you can see the new procedures. Homeowner, do you want me to read it through it?
Just give us some nuts and bolts.
Okay, the homeowner completes it and submits the ARC form to TCB's website. The website automatically forwards it, the form, to your ARC people, which are listed here, Lisa, Cora, Terry, Michael, Charlotte. TCB will email a Signwell electronic signature document to the committee and/or designated representative to complete. The committee schedules a meeting in person or Zoom to review the applications. We can do the Zoom meeting if you need it. Notice such to be posted on the property in a conspicuous location at least 48 hours in advance, and minutes should be taken and submitted for posting. TCB does not attend the ALC meetings. The committee holds the meetings, votes on the application, and completes the Signwell document. Upon receiving all the signed documents, TCB will notify the homeowner with the outcome of the application.
And who's on the architectural review committee now?
It is Lisa, Cora, Nick, Terry, Mike, Williams, Charlotte.
No phone call.
Now,
Oh, I'm
So-
sorry, yeah, that's who it'll be sent out to, all of those.
all right, so who is it now?
Lisa, Cora,
Nick,
Nick, Terry, Charlotte.
There's 5? Now, is there 6 names on that document?
One copy goes to the president.
Okay, well, that's not the architectural review. I want to know who's on the committee.
I just told you who was on the.
Okay, then,
Lisa, Cora, Nick, Terry, and Charlotte.
now, according to that documentation, Mike is on the architectural review committee.
It says he gets the package that we have. He gets the package also. He's not on the committee, but he gets a copy of it. Those are the TCD emails that we have that will get the complete ARC package.
All right. Steve, there we go.
while we've got a minute before we jump on the advertising the whole business, I think that gets us through the meeting. Regarding the trees, Scott and I have been working on that together ever since the last meeting at least. We found a guy that finally will remove the bees and take the tree down. Which should happen shortly after the 1st of August when he gets back from vacation. He's been there, he's looked at it, they'll cut the tree down, he says he'll cut it up, but he won't haul it away. That's on us. But we get it for $1,200, which is cheaper than we've gotten anywhere else. Scott?
Let me clarify a little bit because people are probably confused. So we bid the $4,500 to do all of the front property, including cutting down that tree. Well, in order to remove the bees alive, it was like, the quote was like $600 or $700 to remove the bees alive. So the guy who removed the bees alive gave us a price of $1,100 to cut down that burdensome tree and take the bees alive. So I told the tree guy, just in case there was a discrepancy in the price, because he said it could be a little bit more, that we're gonna deduct $1,300 off the price. Is he okay with that? We got somebody else that's gonna cut down that one tree. So basically, the prop price that he gave us of $4,500 is no longer gonna be $4,500, it's gonna go down to $3,200. And the other money, whatever we get charged for that, which he said is 11, could be a few hundred more, maybe, could be up to 13, but he said 1,100. So basically, we're probably gonna save about $200 off the deal and get the bees removed for free, which ended up being a much better deal, having that other guy do the tree and then take the bees at the same time. So that's what's happened. Instead of having one tree guy do the whole run, we've separated that one tree with the bees with another guy.
Okay. So you can make a motion for that? Or did you guys already do it?
We've already approved that for the full front burner. Basically, it's just gonna end up being a little bit cheaper, and we got 2 different people working on it now instead of just one.
Do we have to vote on that?
I would. I don't see where you guys,
I make a motion to accept.
Second?
all in favor?
Then you go to the
Opposed?
And that project will be started as soon as the bee guy, I got it arranged with the other guy to be there like the following day or 2 after to finish the job.
And then regarding the entry signs, they're ordered, they're expected in, and hopefully complete by about the end of next week. So we should have that all out of the way soon.
Like that.
What about 3690 Creon?
I think that was an ACR that's been approved. I believe that was Lisa and Jody.
ARC.
Yeah, the new roof.
What was the address again?
This is a roof.
It's already done. That roof is already done.
She's got a pharmacy in there, Charlotte.
Pardon me?
She's got a pharmacy in her purse.
Yeah. And God only knows what else.
All right, well, that looks like that. Sharon, do you want to give us the update on all, subsection 1 new business?
Sure. Okay, so there's a lot of new laws that have come out for HOAs that do affect you. So the HB 293, the governor signed in, which is hurricane protection specifications and ARC guidelines. The HB 59 is to furnish all owners with copies of the CCRs, bylaws, articles, and rules and regs. This has to be done, I believe, by the 1st of October at the latest. So we have to furnish that to everybody. If you signed up for the email authorization through the website, we can send it to you by email. Otherwise, it's got to go out as a, So please do that, it'll save you guys money. Okay, so the SB 278 is to adopt the estoppel fees. So when somebody sells in there, we have to fill out a form and furnish a lot of stuff to the owner now, the new owner, and make sure that they're up to date on their dues, there's no issues with the property. So now they're making the board sign off on that. It's always been, we just do it, but now the board has to sign off on it. I've got the sheet that's going around.
It's
And
the
Oh, okay, I just got one. Scott just needs to sign it, I think.
I will, I'll sign it.
Okay. There's two of them. That was the Estoppel one and HB 1023 is to adopt the records retention resolution. These are all board, a board vote to do this. And there's also a copy in your packet. Basically, that's just telling you guys actually what is to be permanent, which of course are your governing docs, your minutes, your deeds, architectural review plans, 7 years, his budgets, general ledgers, financial statements, accounts payable, accounts receivable, canceled checks, bank statements, expense analysis, invoices from vendors, deposit slips, reconciliations, petty cash vouchers, if you have that, I would tell you not to do that. Purchase orders, these are all things that TCB takes care of you, but the board has to do a resolution for that. Expired contracts, personnel records, insurance records, these are everything that has to be done for 7 years. General correspondence, closed litigation files, newsletters, expired warranties, tax returns, owner architectural submittals. 1 to 3 years are election materials. That's actually just for 1 year. Secure disposal, so you can't just throw them in the trash. We never do that. They have to be burned or they have to be shredded. Digital copies. So we have been digital for years, but now they're making it a law that you have to have it digital. And that's all your official records, everything that I just listed, that's all digital. And there's other things that you have to put on the website. So, like I said, we take care of that all for you guys to make sure you're compliant with the laws. But it's just that the board has to sign off on that. That's it. I guess I'm gonna need a motion to adopt the Estoppel fees and then a motion to adopt the records retention resolution from the board.
Motion to adopt the Estoppels.
Okay, you're calling for the motion, so you,
I'll second.
okay, he's calling for it, so you're gonna be first and he wants to be second tonight. Okay. All in favor? Opposed? And the records retention resolution, I need somebody to make a motion. And second. Terry? All in favor? Opposed?
I was not opposing. It's just slow, bring it back there.
Okay, is that everything? Anybody got anything they want to talk about? Chris, now.
Well, Billy's been complaining to me about the tree behind his house, and he's right, it's dead. That tree's completely dead behind his house. So, he was telling me that he could maybe get somebody to cut it down, but he was gonna just leave it there all on the ground. But it's association tree, so I would just say that we vote to get that cut down. It is dead, it is a hurricane, risk if, that would be at our liability if it were to fall over, because it's a dead tree.
And I still say trim those branches that are laying on the ground. They're not gonna grow up, Scott. They're gonna lay on the ground.
I can do that, I can do all that, but
Okay.
for that type of work, I would charge a little bit, and I volunteer
Yeah.
some things, but
I think it might be.
for my,
Because the guy can't even cut the grass around that tree.
Yeah.
He gets smacked in the face.
yeah, I'm happy to do that, but I'll give it like half price of what I would normally charge,
Yeah.
if that's something that they wanna do.
That was the one at Bruce?
No, the one at Bruce's tree, I can take care of too. I checked into it, basically from when I did the saw work with Nick the last time, because I don't do tree work, very rarely. But the saw, I went to go, this, as I told you last meeting, the saw is broken. I think it's broken from when we used it that time. If the association's willing to pay just the $200 to fix the saw, I'll donate all my labor to cut down Bruce's tree behind the house and to trim up the front with Nick volunteered to help me trim up the front of the neighborhood as well.
What kind of saw do you need? I have
Chainsaw, pole saw,
That's
A
not.
full saw.
yeah.
Okay.
The ones that reach, that climb up like
I
that.
have an electric one.
Pole saw? Yeah, but we're not gonna get electricity up to the front of the neighborhood or anything like that.
My neighbor has one that you pull.
I have one of those too.
I'm not volunteering my labor to do those road ones, forget that.
Also,
Just, they're
I
a lot
have
more work.
chainsaws
I'm
too,
doing it.
so that's why I'm asking. But my pole saw is electric, just saying.
Yeah, I mean, that would help, it would help for doing Bruce's tree, but it wouldn't help us do the ones in the front of the neighborhood.
I thought there were bees in that tree too.
Which one, the one in the front?
Bruce.
I don't think so, I haven't checked it, but I don't think so. If there's bees in that one, then they'll just have to disperse, I don't think there's bees in that one.
Gary, what kind of chainsaw do you use?
I have gas, chainsaw. I have to look, I have the big saws, ones that are this long, and then I have a shorter one, and then I have the long full one, but it's only about that big, and it's electric.
I got plenty of ground saws, it's just the pole saw that I need to do the front of the neighborhood and stuff, and to do Bruce's tree.
Okay, I wasn't sure about the Bruce's tree, that's why I was asking.
Yeah, Bruce's tree would go very quickly if I had the pole saw running. Otherwise, I would have to pay somebody to hold a rope and to rope it down and do things like that.
You said $200.
$200 to fix the pole saw. It would cost us well over $200 to do that tree alone. And then I can just stack it in front of my house and let the city come take it for free. As far as the front of the neighborhood, like I said, Nick mentioned that he would help me do that again. We did it once before. With the same pole saw, I can take that and go do the front of the neighborhood. We can go do the front of the neighborhood and trim that up again. And we could probably, it won't be much, we already talked about it with Rob's help, I would probably have to pay him $100, but we could have him cut the big branch that's going over the one house,
Bruce's house.
Drew's house, yeah. And possibly do a few other things while we got him out there. I could pay him probably $150 for the day and get him to do a lot of miscellaneous things if we were to find something. But one of the things would be cutting that branch off of Drew's tree there.
So why don't we agree to pay the $200 to do this kind of saw and tree labor and stuff?
There's no saw.
I'll second it.
All in
Yeah,
favor?
think about that.
That was good.
All right. I think,
What about Billy's tree?
How big is that tree?
Good sized tree, I didn't walk right up to it, but it's a good sized tree. We're gonna have to have a tree, that's not something I can cut down.
Can you get a quote from somebody?
I can do that, yeah.
Would you?
Yeah, I will.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Because the Drew tree, if you're facing his house from the tree line, it kind of goes off to the side like this, then like into his house, but he's concerned that if we don't trim it, then we have a bad storm. It's trouble. He's offered to take half up to $100 or so, so it cuts our expenditure.
Like I said, with Rob working under my insurance, I can have him do that for probably $150. He'll work the whole day. And I'll get him to do that and some other things. So it's, because he's gonna do that in probably 30 minutes.
I wonder what
Well,
the
Drew
interest
hasn't checked going out the radio waiting, so
Yeah.
he's not
I
playing.
wonder if it's his own.
Anything else?
Do you have anything on the umbrellas?
We bought 4 umbrellas last week, and they're in the cold storage area.
What about the mulch?
The mulch, I'm meeting the guy tomorrow, to go over all the pricing and stuff. I don't know the yardage. I'm gonna have to do measurements probably tomorrow morning on that. We're just doing inside of the playground area there where the stuff is at, just to be clear.
That's what I
Or is it just
understand.
for the swing set?
It's supposed to be playground mulch.
So it's inside where the slides are at and where the swing is at too, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm meeting him tomorrow.
Then the other thing we'll need to do, and Lisa's back, she's normally pretty helpful with this kind of thing. is one of those kiddie swings that's broken, and that'll need to be replaced. You can't have kids playing on it when it's broken, somebody falls and gets hurt, or it needs to be done.
I'm not exactly sure how it's broken, but,
The bar broke, plastic bar, I'm gonna snap it now.
oh, so will that fall out?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So she's the one that ordered it the last time, so she knows where to get them. But Kevin and I will make sure it gets put up.
Thank you.
We did it last time, so we do.
Very good. Anything else?
Well, in our meeting from last month, you got on here that you had a guy do driftwood and dogwood for $100, but it wasn't voted on.
And we really haven't proceeded yet. We moved a little bit of dirt, but yeah, it'll be about $100. It takes from the back of the concrete flume out towards the swale. And we're kind of sitting tight until we see some rain, so we get an idea what's happening. The city did most of those flumes today. I know I saw them doing 2 of them. And we'd like to see where the water is before we spend any money.
And who were the 2 kids that came along the end of our street and dug and messed up the whole ditch?
Well, I'm not aware of anybody messing up the whole ditch. That was where they were seeing what they wanted to dig out. They cut the sod off the top, took out a shovel or so worth of dirt on the bottom, and put the sod back.
Yeah, but the water backs all the way back up to Croton.
They didn't cut up what I.
They screwed it up. They went on the high side and they screwed it up and stopped all the water. I have pictures of it.
Well, I hadn't seen enough rain to do it yet, so. that was kind
Well,
of-
right after they did it, we had a good downpour.
I didn't see it. We'll deal with it. As soon as we see some good rain and we know what's going on, we'll get them back out and we'll have done whatever needs to be done.
You said you have pictures? Why don't you just send them to to Renee, and then she can send them out to everybody, so we see it, if you don't mind.
Because I've had issues with our slough for a long time, between what the lawn people are doing and, you know,
What
these
about
guys.
the donation money to Joe Squirrel?
Talking about the
Yeah,
swales.
I got all kinds of pictures from our cul-de-sac. I got thousands of,
Well,
Is
that's
the
good.
lawn company actually gonna cut the grass inside the wooden fence where the pool equipment is?
They're supposed to.
He says he will, we have, do you know where the combination of the key to that lock is?
Unlocked.
I think it's been locked. I don't think it's been locked for a long time.
I did it myself last time.
I'm aware. I'll call her again tomorrow and remind her.
Got me like burning my lawnmower heavily, they're up doing it.
Somebody else did it recently.
yeah, so that it flooded.
Yeah,
There's another.
That's our cul-de-sac.
it's Hardwood Pond.
That was in November. Yeah.
Is there a motion on
Last
the
year.
floor for Joe's Club for Catherine?
When's the last time we gave them money?
It's been a while.
I think we should give them at least 200, my personal opinion, but.
I thought we were supposed to pay them every time that we came.
We've never paid, never had to pay them anything. We donated $100 or $200 one time a couple of years ago. And the
I
best-
honestly thought we were paying them $25 every time we came for a meeting.
Nope.
Right here.
The best part,
Yeah.
we've never had to pay
Not what the left
them.
hand.
I'd like to vote to give them $200. I feel like it's a little more reasonable. We don't give them money very often.
Scott, that's a motion.
Yes, sir.
Do we have a second? All in favor?
Opposed? Motion carries.
Anybody else?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Michelle.
I just wanted to note that maybe I'm confused because it was read in the meeting that all the minutes are posted online, but the last one I see online is March.
That's correct. April, May, and June have not been posted. I've noticed that as well.
Well, May and June just
Just
got approved tonight, so that I'll make sure they're all on there. Like I said, there's a lot of new stuff going on the website, so you'll be seeing a lot of new information that's by law to be on there.
Okay. Yeah, just a concern that those weren't posted, and then as well, I think I heard it, but I didn't trigger. How early do we need to post the information for the board meetings?
48 hours for regular board meetings. 48 hours.
Is that our normal, is that what the board normally
The
does?
sign normally goes up on Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the sign, or are you talking about posting the minutes?
I'm saying, the agendas and knowing when the next meeting is on the website, when would that be anticipated to be done?
We put that 48 hours and all the documents that are going to be discussed, it's now going to be 48 hours at that time on the website.
As a resident, can I request the board to try and do that sooner?
Well, you can ask the board, but since she does it, she's the person to ask.
Yeah.
Well, when the board schedules the meeting, can they request for it to be posted sooner?
So people can see what we're talking about?
So we can know when to be
I mean,
here?
Florida
When to
statute's
be here,
48
and-
hours.
yeah.
I mean, and.
I understand that, but I work and I have 3 children. 48 hours is not a long time for me
You
to
can call our
anticipate.
office to see if we have an agenda, the agenda for it. But like I said, they've got up to 48 hours to add anything they want. on the
Okay,
agenda.
I'm not asking the agenda. I'm asking
Okay.
when it's scheduled to be.
It's
Oh, we
always
have
the
them-
fourth
we have
Wed-
them.
It's always the fourth Wednesday of the month.
Yeah.
And
So-
that is not posted or informed
Yeah,
anywhere
exactly.
on the website.
It's every 4.
Yeah, you're correct. It doesn't say.
I'm asking for the
Just post it on the website, though.
information to be
Yeah.
posted on the website of when the scheduled board meetings are, is all I'm asking.
But, yeah,
I can do that.
the 4th Wednesday of every month.
And if it's canceled, it will be, I guess you'll have it,
On the sign for sure.
yeah, on the sign.
But the sign is out by every Saturday afternoon before 3 o'clock.
Perfect. That would be
And meetings are always the fourth Wednesday, 7 PM here.
Thank you.
No worries. Anything else? Then can we get a motion to adjourn?
Yeah.